Hello everyone, it is your old pal, Mike. I don't know, I guess I'm old. I'm sort of old. I'm 42, is that old? Sounds old, right? Hey, what's up? It's been a great week with you here. You know, Martha's recovering. She's gonna come back out into the wild on Sunday. And I'm finishing out the week with the series we've been doing here, talking about how you can work with your husband in your business. So that's what we're doing today, folks. We are going to talk about 3 ways to get your husband involved in your business. We're getting granular with it, okay? And we have today Cookie the dog. It's Cookie. There's Cookie. Everyone say hi to Cookie. She likes this area of my face. She likes smelling me here. Yeah, we got Cookie the dog today. I need all the help I can get, so I'm gonna bring on cute dogs. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Michelle. How we doing? Hi, Cookie. That's right, it's Cookie. She's here with us today. Friday means we have Cookie with us on. Hi, Cookie. Hi. All right, hey. You know the drill. If this is your first time here, if you subscribe, or if you haven't done this yet, if you subscribe, if you comment, and if you share this video by tagging Martha's personal Facebook page or her business page, Living the Dream with Martha, then you get a chance to win stuff. And to be completely transparent with you, if you keep doing this, you're eventually going to win stuff. You get something on us from Martha's swag shop. We got shirts, mugs, all the cool stuff. Visit Martha's swag shop and see the enticing stuff that you may win for free on us. Okay, let's get a rolling here. Again, today we're talking about 3 ways to get your husband involved in your business. So this week is all about getting your husband involved in your business. This week's content really was about the question I'm always asked of how I can fix your husband. But the best thing I can do is I can share with you what Martha and I have done for 10 years to be able to work together in harmony and grace. So we're finishing out Friday strong, the end of the week. We're finishing out strong with something very granular, with something you can implement today, okay, if you see a need for this. Let's see here. So, you know, like we talked about this week we talked about the 3 keys of what Martha and I have followed for 10 years on how we can work together well. And then yesterday we did a Q&A, and this topic today actually came from that Q&A with questions that Sherry Ryden asked about, you know, if you go back into that video and watch. So let's get a rolling. The first way to get your husband involved in your business, and this is something Martha and I have done since the beginning, is utilize his skill set. I put leverage as skill set originally, but I think leverage is kind of like I don't know, leverage is kind of like an icky word sometimes. So I say utilize his skill set, okay? And this is exactly what Martha and I did years and years ago. So if you know about my story, I always wanted to be when I was a kid, I wanted to be a graphic designer, right? But I was told, hey, you're not a good artist. You can't draw well, or you can't do this, so you can't be a graphic designer. But later on, I learned that you don't have to be that. So I started to teach myself graphic design years and years and years ago. And when Martha broke away from corporate America to start our digital marketing agency 6 or 7 years ago, this number 1, utilizes skill set, was exactly what we did with me. Okay, because at that point, I was walking dogs for 8 hours a day as our different business, which we both owned. And when I first came into our digital marketing agency, I was like, I did all of the graphic design work. I built the brand visually and everything. So this is a great example of how Martha brought me into that to utilize my skill set. So that's really, as I talk about, we're getting very granular with these concepts. I'm giving you a specific example of what we did. And now I want to share with you 2 people we love very dearly They're like our best friends. They're almost kind of like our mom and dad in a way. And that's Pete and Danelle Fowler. There they are. My favorite picture of them. They're on the back of this sweet seafoam green, mint green pickup truck. Pete and Danelle Fowler, you've probably interacted. If you're one of Martha's students, you've probably interacted with Danelle. She's wonderful. Danelle's essentially our COO, our Chief Operating Officer. And the interesting thing is Pete is basically like our CTO or our Chief Technology Officer. And that happened because of this number one point of utilize his skill set. So Danelle came on, took over operations for essentially for Martha Krejci company and worked with us. But the thing is Pete was a software engineer and he worked for a major aerospace company. But then it came to the point with everything that's going on in the world that he basically had to do early retirement. Well, Pete and Danelle lived and breathed this concept of utilizing his skill set because Pete came on and started developing using his knowledge that he had years and 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 years of knowledge on software engineering and was able to implement that into what we're doing, okay? So I want to give you these specific examples to know that this is possible. This is one of the great ways that you can get your husband involved is analyze his skill set, see what value he can bring to your company, okay? It's there. I would challenge you to do that today. If you're looking for these specific ways, do that today, okay? So that's number one. That's our first way to get your husband involved in your business is utilize his skill set. Number two, have him tell his story. Yes, or your story. Have him tell your story from his point of view. Let me give you an example. Or I guess a philosophy is that your story's great, okay? Especially if you've listened to Martha and then some of our coaches like the great Pat Quinn tell you how to craft your story, okay? Because it can become an incredible tool for you, especially an incredible marketing tool for you and your company. But the thing is that your story is even more powerful through someone else's words, especially someone who is very close to you. And I've seen this concept work in Martha and I's life. As you know, Martha and I are always committed to educating ourselves so we can turn around and reciprocate that and give you that education. So we're always going to market events and business conferences and things like that to learn new stuff. So we went to an actual speaking conference on basically how you can become a better public speaker for your business. And we had to do a speak off, right? And we had to, keyword had, we didn't have a choice. And this was like a room of 100 people. And you essentially had to give a signature talk. And I ended up just telling Martha's story through my perspective. And I got we did a speak off where there was a winner. And it was crazy because usually when we go to these events, I'm an introverted kind of guy. I'm not very social. I'm not a social butterfly, right? I am with dogs. I'm very social butterfly with Cookie here. I speak dog better than I speak person sometimes. But, and I see everyone talking here on the side. We'll get to some of these comments at the end if we have time. But I ended up getting second place in the required speak off that we didn't have a choice because, I don't know. And then it was crazy because I always find that in these events, and these are rooms with multimillionaires and powerful business people, right? And I really felt, and it was vindicated to me that telling your wife's story is almost more powerful than her telling it, okay? So if you have your husband tell his story or his version of your story from his point of view, it can be an incredible tool, and he essentially becomes like a spokesperson for you and your company, Okay, so that's my second point. I really, really encourage you to get some coaching as far as how you develop that story and everything. If you went to Martha's Mastermind, we actually had Pat Quinn at it, and he gave a little coaching on that. But all right, so the third point, and this is going to be the most controversial one, but this is something I definitely had to step up and do. I did it of my own volition, mind you, but that is the third way to get your husband involved in your business is for him to come in and manage the home. That's right. You might say, well, managing the home's not business, but here's the thing is if you're going through Martha's program or her programs, if you're going through HBR, if you're going through any of stuff like Go for Gold, is like this, we're teaching you how to do all of this from home. We're teaching you family business, right? We're teaching you, we're teaching you a legacy, how to leave a legacy for your family. And this is the thing is, I didn't understand this until I was a parent, but I believe husbands want the opportunity to be able to raise their kids, to be a stay-at-home dad, to manage the home. Because like, I did it at first because it needed to be done, but I found that, I love taking care of my daughter. I love taking care of the home. Like if there's that old question is like, if you were a billionaire and you never had to work another day in your life, what would you do? I would raise my daughter, right? And the thing is when you're building these businesses from home, our philosophy is there really isn't a separation between your home and your family, or between your business and your family, okay? So, start asking questions to your husband about this. You might be surprised. He may want to step up. And essentially, it's like being a life manager for you, because there's not a way to separate that. At the level we're at, separating family from business is not really something that we do or teach, okay? So there you have it. That's what we got. We want you to be able to build a legacy that you can leave for your kids, that they'll be able to leave for your grandchildren. As you know, Martha and I are on a mission to co-create 1 million invincible families by 2026. What is an invincible family, you may ask? That is a family that is not dependent on corporate America for a paycheck to be able to provide for their family. That is a family that can do what they want, when they want, with who they want, when they want, with who they want. That's that family. Our roadmap to that is with HBR, our flagship program, Home-Based Revolution. Many of you may be in it. You may know it. You love it. Even though Martha is currently still resting, she comes out Sunday, so she's coming back. We're still having these conversations, okay? We want you to be able to transform your life and the life of your family and leave a legacy for your family for generations to come. That's done through HBR. If you haven't gotten an HBR yet, if you message Living the Dream with Martha on Facebook, let's do this. Rainbows and unicorns, Cookie the dog. Hey, we're gonna have a conversation with you. We're still having those conversations. I wish Cookie could have those conversations with you, but she doesn't speak English. That's weird, huh? So yeah, we're still doing that. We're still here for you. If you want to have the conversation, we're going to be here for you. Message Martha's business page. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, also, I have time to tell you this. So when we were in San Diego, we got a chance to do a home interview with Greg Reed, the famous Greg Reed. He's with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. Look him up, Google him. Guy is world famous. He's behind some amazing books like 3 Feet from Gold. And he was like the Napoleon Hill Foundation's he's able to interview anyone he wants in the world through that. The video we're going to premiere Saturday night, I believe. But check out, stay posted on Martha's Facebook. We'll tell you exactly the time, but it's an awesome interview. We go right in his house. We take our shoes off and walk around his house and follow him. And then I think it becomes a podcast later on after that. But hey, good morning, Cindy. Good morning, Devery. You're just here every day, aren't you, Devery? Hey, Heather. Good morning, Mike. You should do a weekly or monthly series. Such great stuff this week. My biggest struggle is talking to my boyfriend about my business. He doesn't quite understand what I'm doing. Right? I mean, this whole week has really been about that. If you haven't yet, I would just encourage you to start with part 1 of, what did I call that series? The How to Work with Your Husband in Business. It should be it's on the YouTube channel. But I would start there, and I think that really gives you good tips on how to get them on board. That's really what it's about. Judith, good stuff. Mike, thanks for filling in this week. I had a blast. It was fun. We'll do it more. What do you want to know about? Tell me what you want to know about. Message me or post it on Martha's page. I'll make a video about anything you want to know about. You know, I'm just I like to get granular with this stuff. So you tell me, and I'd make a video about anything you want to know more about. You want to know more about graphic design? I don't know. You want to know more about editing videos? I do a lot of that. I spend a lot of time editing videos. So Danelle is amazing. Danelle, we love Danelle. My husband is a mechanic, and I'm not sure how to get him involved, but he does support what I do and tells people about it. He would go out cold calling or do event booths with me too. That's perfect. I mean, based on that, you got to keep her there. I think you should execute on some of those ideas. Amanda. Yeah, my husband would totally take that on and step up huge in that space of taking on running the house. Ladies, guys want to be there. Like, you'd be surprised. Coming from another guy, hopefully that helps, is that, you know, if we had the chance to be able to be like, to help at the household more, most guys these days would love that. Yes, love HBR. HBR is where it's at, folks. Having to manage the home would be so hard for me. My bat signal deals with home management. Okay. More graphic design. Oh, we could go down the rabbit hole on graphic design. Thanks, will do. Looking at having a booth at events in the next 6 months. There you go, Amanda. Right on this video, we figured some stuff out for you. So really happy about that. All right, guys, I got to pop out of here. God bless you. Thanks for being here. Loved having you this week. See ya.